poster on the wall.
They had one of those, it's true.
I need half twos over here, all the way through, and all close-ups all the way.
Got it. Carter, you have speed.
I do that on the airplane now.
You do put your seat down?
No, put that pillow behind me on all
Yeah,
my
it
flights
works.
now. It helps a lot,
It's a
actually.
little trick we've learned in the acting trade on camera. It just helps your back
Okay.
stands up a little straighter.
Great, I'll just do that too. All right, thank you.
There you go.
All right, look at me. I've got more posture than you can imagine. All right, you ready?
Yes.
Okay. They say this movie, if it's about anything, is about a guy who's lost control. Are you a control freak?
In real life, yeah, I think to
Yeah.
a certain extent, I am, but I'm learning to change that too.
I don't know if you can. I mean, some people just like control. I like control.
Well, you can't. If you're just an actor, you can't be a control freak because too many things are out of your control. You don't know when the next picture's coming, where it's coming from, and you only have so much control as to how they're making it. So that part of your professional life is hard to have total control.
You've always worn a bunch of hats, though. The acting hat, how do you know what to do these days? I mean, you're going to keep doing movies where you're in 88 of the 92 days, where you're running, jumping, having water poured on you, that kind of thing?
I hope not. You know, I just like the scripts. The Game was one of the best scripts I'd read in a long time, and it was a picture I wanted to do, but I'd like to kind of mix it up once in a while. I kind of hate taking on these American President was like that, every scene, you know, Basic Instinct was like that too.
You know, when one movie comes to mind that you've done, and I imagine it's the one you're doing right now or whatever, but is there one movie that Michael Douglas is really identified with more than any other one?
I don't think so. I think the thing that I'm the most proud about, or at least what I get from fans and everything, is people say to me more than anything, they say, when I see your name, I don't know what it's going to be, but I know it's going to be good. And I just am pretty proud. If you relate it as a batting average, then I'm probably batting about 900. You know, the singles, some are home runs, but they're all been pretty good over the last 25 years.
That is interesting, though, that you don't have really one movie, even though you've won an Oscar for one. I mean, your dad, I think, is Spartacus in 2 seconds. I mean, I
Right.
can't go anywhere. I mean, boom, that's where it is. I can't do that with you, and that's odd.
Well, I think I've done kind of much more ambivalent characters, different types of characters. I mean, Dad also has a personification. We know. We have the voice, the whole thing. We know this character of Dad. That's the leading one. I mean, my favorite film of his is Lonely Are the Brave, which is different. I think that I've been able to be a little more of a chameleon, which you know, I enjoy because it lets me play different types of roles.
Are you looking for that one great character? Is that kind of what you're always looking for, or not really?
No, I've always been, I guess for my producing, I've always been movie orientated. I'm just looking to make good movies because that's the only thing that matters. And I think too many actors, sometimes stars, get so concerned about their image and changing scripts to fix that, or only concerned about their part. I want to make a good movie, you know, and if the movie is good, it'll benefit everybody. And by making a good movie, I have to have a great director, like David Fincher, who did Seven, was his last picture, and a great cast with people like Sean Penn and Deborah Unger, Aaron Mueller.
It certainly is a great cast, but it's a movie that we can't talk a lot about because it really would spoil the experience for the audience, don't you think?
I do. I guess the only thing we can say is that it's about as unpredictable as you'll get. What I love about it is you don't know where this movie's going.
And if it lasted about 10 more minutes, I would have gone because I couldn't take it anymore. I mean, really, I think they pushed it about as far as they could go with the audience.
They did. They did a good job.
How is Dad doing? I meant to ask about that
He's
earlier.
doing great, thanks. He's in Alaska right now. He's doing some salmon fishing. We're still trying to do a picture together sometime.
He's still getting stronger because he's got the
He
will
is.
of something.
Yeah,
like
he
that.
does. He's still getting stronger. He's been great.
Well, good. I'm glad. You know, Michael Douglas. I always tell people, you know, people say, "Who are these stars like?" I say, you know, Michael Douglas. He's so cool. I like your acting. I think you're a great-looking guy and all that stuff. Would I want to be you? Do you think? If you had to change places with somebody, knowing what you know about yourself, would you? Are you the perfect person?
Well, I think we're far from that. I think it has to do as far as what your work is concerned, and you know, being a so-called movie star, you know, does affect your life. There's a lot of great things about it. Privacy is not one of them. I think it just depends, you know, if you're prepared for that or not. My life gives me a lot of choices, which I'm very grateful about. It's also a bit of a gypsy life, which is a little tougher. And I feel fortunate and try to do the best I can and conduct myself in the best way I can.
He's a smooth operator. Thank you, Michael. All right.
Thank you.
Yeah, this is a